Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? This is Wiley. Welcome back for another episode. I have a special guest. Man, from the hottest, I would like show on the planet. How you doing, our guy? You from G Status ATL Hustle.
You starting off wrong, Wiley.
I was about to say Chase or something, but no, I got it right. G Status ATL Hustle. How you, man? And none other than our guy. How you doing, man?
I'm doing wonderful.
I love you on the show, you know, but not the hairdo though.
Now, which hairdo you talking about? Because I wear my hair so many different ways.
I mean, with the braids, the little sticking up things. That wasn't you. The hair like sticking up.
They're called bantu knots. Yes, you know.
What do you call that?
They're called bantu knots. You can.
Okay, so I want you to tell us something about yourself. I know your birthday is coming up, right?
Yes.
Okay, I did my research. Your birthday coming up. So what you gonna do for your birthday?
So that's so crazy you asked me that. So as of earlier this morning, I was supposed to be renting out a boat with some friends and going out and spending the day on the water, but that has changed. Now we're taking a trip to Savannah and we're going to stay the weekend.
Okay. I really want to ask you because I criticized the only critique I have for the show. I think Charlie is getting a lot of camera time. Is that accurate that he get a lot of camera time?
Yes. Now you have to understand that I know people are so hungry. They want more and more and more, but everything is being done strategically.
Okay.
Setting the tone for the season so that even some of the energy that you're getting from Charlie and I in the first season, you will understand a little bit more as the season progresses. And another thing, I feel like, every scene is not shot in the sequence that you see it.
Okay.
So sometimes the energy that is in one scene, you'd be like, well, why are they saying this or why you feel like that? And something else may have happened behind the scenes, or it could have happened out of sequence that the way that the viewers are viewing it, if that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
So, I feel like coming into the show, I came in with the pure heart, no ill intentions towards anybody, regardless of what issues Charlie may have had with other people. And, everybody wasn't as accepting.
And I look at, because everybody, even like Charlie, everybody is like on Sherrod's neck saying that he's the porn star guy or the OnlyFans guy. How do you feel about Sherrod doing porn? Like, is it a bad thing? How do you feel about it?
I mean, that's not something I would personally choose to do, but if that's how he makes his living, that's how he makes his.
Hold on, I can't hear you. You're right.
Hold on, let me. I'm taking my phone case off. Maybe that will help.
Okay.
Is that better?
That's better.
Okay.
So we were speaking about the OnlyFans. What's your thoughts about you doing that?
So I don't have any personal, ill feelings towards Sherrod doing porn. It's just not something that I personally would choose to do. But if that's how he pay his bills, that's how he make his money, baby, just, hey, do you. I think the biggest thing with Sherrod, and I've said this once before, if Sherrod had came through the door like, hey, I do porn, this is what it is, this is who I am, get over it, I think a lot of people wouldn't have so much to say about him doing porn. But he did teeter-totter the fence. And it's like, you can't be sensitive about a topic when this is something that you choose to do. Just own up to it and just be like, hey, yeah, I do it. What's the problem? You paying my bills? You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at it. Now, I'm curious to know, though, because, Sherrod has had a lot to say in the blogs and with the bloggers and the YouTubers and stuff about me. And I'm still trying to figure out where does all of this stem from. Mm-hmm. I have a lot to say about that.
Now, do you feel as though with him, or would you date somebody? Because I have to keep it real in the gay community. Let's just keep it real. Sex is a big part of the LGBTQI community, right? So would you date someone that have an OnlyFans? Would you be in a relationship with someone with an OnlyFans?
Would I be in a relationship with somebody who had an OnlyFans? I can't say yes, but I
Okay.
can't no. I think if my partner had an OnlyFans and it was something that we discussed and we both agreed to it or something like that, possibly, I don't know, but I've never really had that situation, happen. Now, I have dated people in the past who have gone on to do porn, but I've never been with somebody at that time where I had to deal with porn or any way, shape, or form, and kind of, make that decision. Most people that I've dated are not interested in that, which I thank God, because I don't want to have that type of pressure.
Okay. So you wouldn't date a charade then?
Absolutely. No, I would not date a charade.
Okay. So speaking of the show, are you going to have, what was that?
There's nothing wrong with charade. Like, I'm not trying to put charade down or anything like that. I'm just, everybody got their types, their preference. That's just not me.
So in this show, and I really want to see more of you in the show, because I do see that you had the shopping scene where you were out and about. Are there going to be more episodes featuring you and what you do?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We for a year. And so that's why I said, people have to give the show a moment to develop. Everybody's jumping and running to conclusions, and a lot of what their preconceived notions are inaccurate. So you definitely get a chance to see more and more and more of our guy, and along with that weren't showcased in the first 2 hours.
Okay. Now, in this show, I love it because production-wise, the show is off the chain. It's the best quality.
Period.
And I've watched and I covered a lot of shows. I would say this show is the best when it comes to quality. Now, I want to ask you about another cast member, Hakeem, because to me, I think that he's an old fool. That's just my personal opinion. What's your thoughts about him? Because the makeup, did you try to give him some makeup tips? Because he's dark-skinned brother, looking like he ready to get in the casket.
Well, no, I did not try to give Akeem any makeup tips. That wasn't the type of interaction we had. Let me say this. I love Akeem. And I know a lot of people feel a certain way about Akeem because, when Akeem get on that juice, that mouth get real, real loose. So, some people can't take that. I personally don't take what Akeem says so serious. So for me, it's entertaining because I'm always laughing when I'm around him because he's just so funny to me. He's just a funny person. I think a lot of times when people take Akeem seriously is when they feel a way about him. But if you just laugh and just be like, child, that's just Akeem, you learn to love him.
Now, is Akeem, is he an executive producer? Because I was looking at the credits, I didn't see his name, but is that true? He's the executive producer of the show?
He didn't produce anything with me. I don't know if he may be an associate producer and he may not know the difference. Wiley, you being nasty.
I just want to know because he kept saying executive producer, and I was looking for that name, that EP, and I didn't see it. So maybe you know something I don't know.
But I did not see Akeem act in the light of an executive producer throughout the season. Sit down, baby. Throughout the season. So that's something I think you should ask Ja.
Okay, I'm definitely going to have to ask that. So what do you do? To let us know, our guy, because you, don't get me wrong, you're very attractive.
You know what?
I think you're a closeted freak, though. I think that you classy, but you're a closeted freak. I do believe that.
My freakness was in the closet.
Oh, okay. All right, let's talk about it. Okay. Wow.
I have standards.
Okay.
I can have standards, but that don't make me not be a freak or, you know what I'm saying? I'm a very much real person.
Okay.
I may look a certain way, and I think a lot of people, when they see me, whether they see the Bantu knots, whether they see the waves, the curls, the braids, because I wear my hair so different, and it's all my hair. I think people get stuck there. And that's why even in my Meet the Cast, I said you can't judge a book by its cover. Because so many people, when they see how I look, they're stuck on that, and nothing else I say or do even matters.
Facts. I agree. Now, you...
good, and you're going to see me look good through all the season. If I wear something that you don't like, I can't please everybody. But just know I looked in the mirror and I said, bitch, you look good. And that's all I needed.
So, are you into fashion? Like, are you a designer? Like, what is like your...
I'm not a designer. I'm not a stylist. A lot of people ask me that, but I just have a passion for fashion. I grew up around very stylish women, my grandmothers, my aunts. I'm one of 9 kids, and I have 12 aunts and uncles.
Wow.
And so around, a lot of people who love to dress and love to look good. I grew up in a small town called Sanford, but I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. And in that small town, my family is known for dressing and looking good.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
That's just what it is. So even as a young boy, I was wearing, 3-piece suits and, what I'm saying, whatever the time was, I've always kind of been into fashion. And just because that's what my family did, that's how my father dressed, my father dressed up nice. And so that's just a part of me, but it's just a small part of me. It's just a shell. And but what I do for a living, I've been in the beauty industry for about 14 years.
Wow.
I started at Morehouse College in my dorm room. I started doing makeup out of my dorm room. And then from there, I started Beat Stupid Talent Agency, where I represented other makeup artists, hairstylists, and fashion stylists. And we would do fashion shows, commercials, all kind of things. I did the Morehouse and Spelman Homecoming Fashion Show for about 8 years of the hair and the makeup. So I've been doing, I've worked for VH1, Bravo, BET, Viacom. I've done reality shows, doing makeup on reality shows. I've worked with very elite people to, Sally Joe, nobody knows, and quite a few celebrities. So when it comes to makeup and beauty, I'm totally in it. Currently, I manage a $5 million department for Dillard's. I'm over the cosmetics and fragrances, so that is my hustle. But outside of that, I act, and I'm a trained actor. I went to jury school of performance. You can look that up as well.
So you have done an extensive thing. Since you're speaking about Oliver, I'm not talking about Morehouse. Did you go to school with Oliver? Oliver Twist? Did you? Because he said he was from Morehouse. I don't know if y'all around the same age, so I'm just asking.
Well, it was a lot of students there, but I kind of recall Oliver being around, but I don't recall him experiencing him personally. So I'm not sure if he was there during the same time. But again, I was working with Morehouse for many years, even once I wasn't going to school there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Morehouse was cutting me checks.
That's what's up. So have you ever did T.S. Madison makeup?
I've met T.S. Madison several times. As a matter of fact, one of my personal clients, Mama D, I've worked very closely with her. I did her makeup for her wedding on Love and Hip Hop. You actually can see me in the episode. I'm the one that's dressing her, putting on. That is me. I'm the one who's helping Scrappy make sure he don't miss the ceremony. So anyway, Mama D and T.S. Madison did an event together before, and that's when I initially met her. I haven't personally did film with G Status.
Wow. And I'm glad that you brought that up because you have an extensive resume. Very extensive.
Listen, the kids try to play me like who is he? But I have been working and hustling for a very long time and making a name for myself here in Atlanta for a very long time. So I don't feel like I have a point to prove, But I do have to let people know that, like, I'm not your average Joe. Like, yeah, I've been a boss for a while. So what you see is definitely what you're going to get.
I feel you on that. I do want to ask the questions about Ike. I think that Jamel wanted to give Ike some booty. Do you feel like Jamel wanted to give Ike some booty?
Keep calling Jamel. Your review, and I said, boy, he don't gave this boy a whole new name. His name is Tramel.
Oh, Tramel. Okay. Did you feel like Tramel wanted to give Ike some booty?
I think Tramel was hot and horny, baby, and he wanted to jump.
And do you think Ike is attractive, though? Do you think
attractive in any way, shape, or form? And that's from the inside and out.
Do you think Tramel is attractive? That you will
a beautiful person inside and out.
Okay, all right. I feel as though I would like to see you answer this question with the other shows, because I feel as though it's a competition between the Battle of the Shows in Atlanta. Do you feel as though that G Hustle ATL is better than Chasing Atlanta? Do you feel like y'all are any type of competition?
I had this question with another interview, and I'm going to answer it the same. I have a lot of connections, and I know a lot of people. And so I have several friends who are part of that franchise.
Okay.
From producers to actual cast members. And so I will never try to put down helping build up our community. At the end of the day, you know, we are all out here trying to make a name for ourselves, but we are speaking for our community and making a lane for our community where there is not any. You know, there are no major networks that have predominantly LGBTQ shows on a major platform. And I feel like shows that are in our our caliber, whether their production level is the same, you know, yes, the content is going to be different and the production levels are obviously different. I mean, it doesn't take a science to figure that out, a scientist to figure that out. But at the end of the day, I love what both platforms are doing to help uplift and build our community and creating a lane so that we can have something to showcase ourselves, and I can sit on YouTube and talk to you.
Yes. And I love, you know, I'm a big supporter of supporting LGBTQI creators because I feel like we don't get the support from the mainstream. This is why I didn't want to dog Jussie Smollett out so bad, because he made it. And I got to be careful, dog people, because what if I make a mistake? But do you feel like Jussie Smollett in the news made it bad for openly gay actors?
I think Jussie Smollett dropped the ball. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. I think he dropped the ball. I still am confused about the whole situation. You understand, but I'm what all happened. What I will say is that I think he got caught up in the moment, very much like a lot of these girls on G Status ATL Hustle. You know, they in the moment and they want to feel like they matter. They want to feel like they're important. And if they feel like if there's anything jeopardizing that, they will say and do anything. And I think that was one of those moments where he allowed clout to cloud his judgment. All the details of the situation, but based on what I, think I understand, it was just a poor decision. I feel like he should be able to redeem himself, though. There are so many cis actors and actresses who have done scandalous things, and they're still working in Hollywood. People are still them, and they're moving forward. So, I think he just needs to apologize if he hasn't, and keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Keep trying to work. If not, create your own platforms to work. And that's why, again, we need shows like G Status, ATL Hustle, and the others to create lanes so that we don't have to go to these cis, enclosed-minded people to give us a yes or a no.
And you know what? I'm glad that you put it out there and you making it known because it's need to be. I do want to ask you my last question about Black Lives Matter. Recently, some people in the community, in the LGBT community, feels as though their lives are not mattering when it comes to Black Lives Matter movement. Some people in the gay community feel like they're excluded as well as the trans community. What's your thoughts on that? Do you feel welcome in the Black Lives Matter movement?
I definitely feel a part of the Black Lives Matter movement. Do I feel that there is some work to be more inclusive when it comes to the Black Lives Matter movement? Absolutely. I think that Black Lives Matter can also, do a better job of shedding light on other Black lives, especially the trans community. The trans community is being affected so harshly by a lot of things that's going on in America, and no one's really talking about it. No one's bringing it to the front light. George Floyd, what happened to him was, devastating and heartbreaking. Like, it took me a while to even watch the entire video because, I couldn't fathom it, but it just broke me down. A grown man, it just broke me down to just see someone kill someone like that. And there are so many trans women who we do not know their names. We do not know their names, and they have been a part of injustices, and no one is speaking about it. So I do think that as a community as a whole, being a part of the Black community, being a part of the LGBTQ community, we have to do our part in making sure we're shedding light on the things that we do have access to and we do hear about and we do know about.
Absolutely. I'm so happy to have you on the show, our guy. I really believe that you're gonna go far on the show. I can't wait to get some more tea. You on the actual show. But nevertheless, how can people get in contact with you? Because you were ready and I wasn't ready, but you were ready. Done up, looking good. Are you single?
No, I'm not single. I actually have a partner. His name is Javen Gerard. Some people may know him as Prince Javen. He's a music artist, singer-songwriter. He's actually a new show called Official New Atlanta, which will be on the same network as G Status.
Is that the one that's singing Riding Around Atlanta?
He sings, that's his single, Right Around Atlanta.
I've been knowing him for years.
Yes, he's from Chicago.
Yes, I know him. I've been listening just for a long time.
The J is for him, the R is for me.
Yes, come on.
Live together. We have 3 fur babies together, and we work together.
I'm so happy.
Together, and so we're moving forward. So I'm very much not single and very much happy.
I'm happy for you. Like that. That was nice because I've been following his career for a while. I remember when he had his listening party, and his family was there. That was a couple of years back. Yes, I do remember because I used to be in it heavy supporting independent artists. Yes.
He did tell me when I told him that I was going to be getting on with you today, he told me that about you. He said you are totally for the community. You're a great person, a great guy. So I was more than a lady.
Absolutely. I'm messy, but I'm for the community. And, I can't wait to get to Atlanta because I think Atlanta is where creators go. But I'm still a host, so I need to stay here because when I went to Atlanta, I was hoeing a lot. Uber drivers, Lyft drivers. I'm still a host. So
I saw you in that video.
I'm still a host, so it ain't gonna work for me in Atlanta. It's a lot of distractions in Atlanta,
On you.
Huh?
The Lord is still working on you.
Yes. But how can people get in contact with you, our guy? Like your Twitter, your Facebook?
Yes. Okay, my Twitter is The Only R Guy. My Facebook is R Guy. You can also find me under Robert Guy, and yes, that's my real name. You can find me on Instagram at The R Guy, and Snapchat, I think it's The R Guy as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep reviewing. I'm gonna get the names together. I'm just so excited for the show because I think you all got what it takes to get on television because the production is there.
Can I say this? I want to say this while I have your viewers watching. I want to take this opportunity to say that G Status is doing something different this season. And yet, the salacious moments. We know that people want to see the drama. But we also wanted to showcase the LGBTQ community in a different light as well, and show you that what we go through on a daily basis to be successful. And I feel like everybody on the show is trying to be successful in their own right, in their own light. And you're going to get some moments that are not going to be rah, 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 but we need you guys to embrace it.
Because Delicious, let's talk about her. Like, as a trans woman, they're showing, like, as an artist, I never seen she's Puerto Rican. Is she Mexico?
I'm not sure, but I believe she's Mexican.
Yeah, but I never seen that before. A trans woman that's Mexican on a reality show. So that's like a history making point right there.
Yes, Delicious has her own battles and her own trials to go through. I think people are going to see the growth in Delicious throughout the season. You're going to see, like she said in her own video, you'll see the highs and the lows. And there are definitely some lows, but with the lows, you're going to see how we're able to bounce from that and grow and learn and really truly build a brotherhood and a sisterhood amongst each other.
I'm there for it. Man, oh my gosh, I'm excited for the show because even though it got taken down, but it's back up. I was able to review it. It never stopped. The audience, that just made people fall in love with the show more because the audience is there. They're hungry. This is the best time for a reality show to come out because everybody's at home. Either they quarantine or they lost their job. So this is like the best time to be an online show.
Perfect timing. I mean, everything happens for a reason, much like the audience. We as cast members wanted the show to come out earlier. But everything happens for a reason. Even with the glitch that happened, I told everybody, look, shit happens. It happens. Corona happened. There's a lot of things happening, so we can't allow that to just subdue us and take us under and defeat us. It was very unfortunate, and we do apologize to everybody because just as traumatic as it was for you all, it was just as traumatic for us. It was a lot of hard work, sweat, blood, and tears have gone into this production. People don't even realize like the sacrifice it took to be a part of this cast. So for that to happen was very unfortunate, but we're not letting it, still our shine, our moment. We still pressing forward, and we still gonna do the damn thing, and we not going no motherfucking where. So
absolutely, and I did catch your video. You were at it, like you made a great response of what happened. I think the cast kept us notified, and we understand because things happen, but y'all came back and now y'all are doing interviews. And one thing I like about the cast, y'all are real welcoming with interviews. And that's what I love. You don't mind going on shows and promoting your brand as well as G Status ATL. I love that because some shows they cast are not that welcoming with media, and that's why these shows don't ever go nowhere.
True, and I would say it has a lot to do with production as well. They are stepping it up on so many levels. I mean, they even wellness checks on the cast members, which is not something they've done in the past. So they're learning and growing too. And I feel like that prepared us for this. So yes, it took a year, but it was a year well worth it. And anytime you want me to come on, anything you want to ask me, I'm an open book. I hope that people have the opportunity to not only fall in love with me, but fall in love with the platform and realize that this is an ensemble cast. And yes, we will have our favorites, but we are a team.
Yes.
I and team, but there's an M and an E. Y'all get that later.
All right. Yes. Thank you, our guy, for coming on.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right. No problem. Ladies and gentlemen, this was incredible seeing our guy on the show, interviewing him, G Status ATL Hustle. Make sure y'all go check the show out. Thank you to the 44 million people that are watching today. Love you all. And this is the main reason why I love the Wiley Show. Because when I was not getting any ratings, I always had LGBT folks who will come on the show and they will come on and I will interview them. Since I have an audience now of viewers, I definitely will keep that same energy by supporting LGBTQA talent on my show. I will promote it, interview it. So I thank them for that. This is incredible. So make sure y'all go check out our guy. I'm gonna go to his Instagram so y'all will know to follow him. And I got another cast member. Um, I I will share to y'all when we get on because you be pre-sharing this stuff and then it don't never go to fruition. So I'm gonna go ahead on and show you. Let me see if this is it. Is this some right here? Let me check. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna share this and show y'all. You all can follow him right now. Make sure y'all thank you for checking out the show. Boom. So you all can follow him, the our guy. You follow him. He's an official cast member of G Status ATL Hustle. Thank you to production. Thank you to my producers, the ones that are into the show. And we already got somebody said, I have to check this show out. Yes, thank you all. And this is how we get more people engaged on our show. When my audience are engaged and you get more shows like this. I already told people close to me, I said, even if it don't get a lot of views, I will always talk about the cast. I will do the show. If I fuck up a name like Tramel, I messed his name up. I get it right, and it's Tramel. So we definitely need to work out and to get Tramel on the show. I'm a big fan of Ike. Ike is a songwriter. He is an artist. He writes songs. He's a singer. He's just incredible. His record is "Wish You Were Here." A dope record came out in 2019. It actually charted on the iTunes when it came out. It charted on iTunes, and that's incredible for a not a signed artist, for an independent artist. So I was like that. So it's just really really dope. And then when you go all the way back, and I'm gonna tell you all, it's so important to support these shows because this is how it gets on television. When these networks see the engagements from the audience, that's another step to help them get on television. So we're gonna always support the show every week that it come out. We're gonna do a review about it. We're gonna talk about it. And we're gonna thank our guy for coming on the show. Even though I was being a little shady, but this is what we do for the show. But nevertheless, he came on. I was like, yes, Lord, come on the show us love. And I just can't wait to get more cast members on the show. I can't wait. We're gonna get more and more. It's gonna get better and better and better. My DMs is popping. People's like, oh my gosh, when are you gonna interview this person, that person? I said, listen, whoever say yes, we will bring them on the show. All right, y'all. We will be back with another video. I'm already a fan of G Hustle and Chasing Me Out. Thank you for that. You know, I shout out to the producers that's actually getting to these shows. Thank y'all for getting to these. Oh, I'm so excited. Even though I may fuck up a name or two. But nevertheless, y'all love the show. Even though I might mess up a name or two. But y'all know what I'm saying over here. We're going to get it together. I need to get my earpiece so my production team can tell me how to pronounce the names and stuff like that. But nevertheless, y'all love me. And I thank you all for that. All right, y'all. I will see y'all. Thank you is the name of the song. No, that is another cast member, Ike. So I will let me show y'all because when we get him on the show, I want y'all. I'm gonna send y'all. Anybody got Apple Music will be able to hear the record on their phone, and then you will have to like put it. I'm gonna put the link in here for Ike. He got a record already out on iTunes, so I'm gonna put it in here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yeah, please go subscribe to the show. Now, this is another cast that we're trying to get on the show, so make sure y'all go stream his record so you get the streams up. Thank you, Miss T. She said, because of you, I watch the Chase Me Out and G Status ATL Hustle. Thank you for that. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. That's what we need. Thank you. Because of who you are, I give you glory. Ah, thank you so much. All right, y'all. My single is my single coming called MADE. I can't wait. You know I'm gonna be listening to it, our guy. Can't wait till it drop. I'm gonna be right there. When it drop, I'm gonna be right there to review it. And I'm gonna have a good time. So I can't wait. There's you see, he got his a single coming out. MADE. Come on, somebody. I can't wait. All right, y'all. Make sure y'all go rewatch the video. Leave us a comment. Tell us how we did. Thank you so much.